Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I'm going to go over how to test your cuts. If you haven't seen part one of this, you need to go to part one, and it tells you all about it. And I'm going to share the file, but so if you go to Corel Draw File Share, go to Files, it'll be called Penny Drop. So I'm going to get rid of everything that I'm not going to send in the file, because you don't need all these pictures. So you're going to get the cutout and the dice. You do not have to use the dice. You could use normal dice. These dices are 1.5 inch tall. This box is like 6 by 3 and 2 inches tall. So it doesn't take up much space. But here's how to test the cuts. And I'm going to have the test cuts off the screen, and I'll show you when I share the file. So what we need, and I always do this every time. I mean, this is not a huge project, and you could get this all out of a 12 by 12 piece of plywood. So I forgot to mention that in the first video. This is made out of 1/8 inch plywood, but all plywoods are not the same, and all lasers are not the same. And I also forgot to mention, when the number 6 penny comes out, this is a shelf, and the penny goes through there and goes down to the bottom, and this is on one end that allows you to get the pennies out. So here's the test cuts. We're just going to take a 2-point line, and we're just going to draw a line. And I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool, and I'm going to fill that in. And I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to left click, right click in red, and then make sure it's a hairline. So that's going to test the end of the box. Then I want to test this part of the box. This will save you a lot of time if it doesn't cut correctly. If your laser is a little different or your plywood's a little bit different. So that, and of course you want to get rid of these lines. Well, they'll be gone by the time you get the file. I'll remove them. Make sure it's a hairline. And the other one I would cut out would be this part. I would go ahead and cut this piece out, and then you can test. This is going to test your side to side to see if those two joints fit. And then if you want to, you can go ahead and cut out this piece and make sure it fits, and it fit perfectly. So I'm just going to kind of show you here. So these are going to be your 3 test pieces. We'll Control D and make a duplicate of that. And you can see that those lines match up. And then this comes around the corner. So this is probably the most important fit, because those need to go inside there. Now, if everything else fits and these don't go, just sand this piece. This is a middle piece that doesn't really need to be sanded. The side to side will fit. It might be the thickness of the wood that doesn't fit. And then this piece, we'll rotate it 90 degrees. Well, actually, we need to turn it this way. This piece will fit right in here. And you can see those 2 joints right there. Those 2 joints add up to this space. So when you get the file, you're going to have that piece, this piece, and this piece. Now, if it all works, you don't need to cut that top out again, or that middle. So this is going to be your 3 test pieces. And you could, if you wanted to save wood and make sure, you could do the same thing with this and fill this in. Smart filling does not change the kerf width. Matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to do right there. I'm going to shear just those 3 pieces. So test those 3 pieces to make sure they make a corner and that these tabs fit. And then these tabs are all the same throughout the unit. Anyway, I hope that worked or helped you a little bit. And it's a really fun game, and I'm gonna try to make a video on how to play it. It'll make a lot more sense. Anyway, hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.